Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from the great state of Maine. Welcome to the reloading room today. Well, I've gone out on an adventure over the last 3 years. Started this as part of my reload. Probably it was 2020 when I started up this, when Biden got into office. So what I started doing was pouring my own bullets. And what I'm working on right now is the Savage. Hope you can see those. I know the lighting up here is not the greatest. I am working on it. But anyways, these are 53 grain, 22 caliber bullets that I am setting up for my Savage 223. Probably can't get everything where you can see them. But anyways, I pour the bullets. I label them. I have different lots for different hardnesses. BHN, Bernal Hardness Test. And depending on how fast you're going to shoot them is how hard you want that bullet to be. The faster you want to shoot it, the harder you want it to be. And I never use plain lead ever. And I also never use plain base. If you see, I hope you can see, if you see the bottom of that bullet, there's nothing on there. What happens is the gases from the powder will melt the bottom of that plain base as well as the sides of it as it's hurling down your barrel, and that's what causes leading. So what I do over in this other tray, and I know it's a box of them right here. This is a box of 22 caliber gas checks. You buy them by the thousand in a box. Many places online carry them. And then I just pressed one on just by hand. And then I lubricate. These right here are Lyman bullet lubricators, as well as they install the gas check. I have four of the old vintage machines because I don't like to change out the dies. Each one of these you can get a sizer for. This is 220.225 for 22 caliber, or what I've got in here right now is .224. I don't like to change that out because it's messy and it's sticky, and so these things were cheap enough, especially 4 years ago on eBay, that I purchased enough to cover most of my calibers that I want to reload. So then you put your bullet in there. It's nothing fancy about it. There is a top piece that matches the bullet. Like these are round nose bullets. These are round nose bullets. So you want a top piece, which is up in here. I need pliers to get it out. That fits the top of that bullet. Easy to come by. RCBS makes them. A lot of places make them. I get all my stuff from Midway, USA. Push it down in there. Make sure that it's up in the round spot. Then you push it all the way down. If you look, you can't see it, but mine didn't. The top ring is not completely full, so I give a little wrench on the top there, another quarter turn, and push it down. It'll push easier. I haven't done it yet. I'm waiting on a check to come in. There are heaters, base heaters, that you can put under these things and plug them in, and that'll warm up the grease and make it flow easier through the little tiny holes. Two of my size lubricators already have the two of them have heat. These two don't. But normally I use these in the summertime, and it's not really an issue. It's not really an issue today. They'll still work up here all winter. It's just they'll work easier with a heat plate under them. They used to be $42, now they're $59. So I am waiting for my next YouTube paycheck. And when that comes in, I am going to buy at least one for now. This one right here is set up for the 22 caliber. This is set up for a 357, and third one down the row is set up for my 44 Magnum. So all I do when I'm at this stage in the bullet is just kind of sit down and do the work. And to me, I mean, it does take up room, but that's what this room is all about. I don't like, I just like sitting down and working on the whatever I'm doing without having to disturb anything in my room as far as equipment. I think you can see over here. Over here I have 2 primer stations. Same deal. I bought these on eBay for next to nothing. This one was 15. This one was 30. It all depends on the bid that day. And this one is set up for small rifle primers. And this one's set up for large rifle primers. Or the pistols, don't really matter. And then I can just sit down and push in my primers with no problems at all. So, but right now what I am working on is the 223. I did 50 rounds earlier this week. And so now I'm going to punch out another 50 rounds today. It's raining right now. Been raining all night. Freezing rain, stuff like that. So I had planned my week around getting these bullets made. And then tomorrow and Friday is supposed to be a really nice day. So I'm taking this rifle to the shooting range probably on Friday. And what I have to test, I've gone and done the stepladder test. I have 20 rounds that's at the low end of the powder. I have 20 rounds at the medium end of the powder. And this batch right here is going to be 20 rounds on the high end of the powder. But this morning, I just wanted to show you, this is old school, but I just wanted to show you this part of reloading, because these bullets are extremely inexpensive to make. And that's one of the reasons why I shoot the 223, is because it's a sipper. It takes very little lead. And I'm really cheap right now on my primers. Anybody that does any reloading will recognize that box of primers. I broke into this box the other day. Needed to. I finally had to open it. I purchased this about 15 years ago, and it was $16.95. And that's what primers used to cost. Now, I bought a box of primers this week from a new distributor out in Mexico, Missouri. Whoop, dropped the bullet, pick that up later. It was large primer, large rifle primers, and that one cost me $107. So, what a difference in price right now. But those are the only 2 things that I can't make, or don't have the desire to make it. I know there's stuff out there and people that are doing it, but I don't have the desire to sit here and make a bunch of primers. So I have my primers on stock, and I have my powder on stock, and then everything else I make. So that's why these bullets are dirt cheap. I've got no money in the lead, because it was lead that I scavenged. The primers are $16 a thousand. My bullet lube I made myself. And I had the cases given to me by Gary. Gary up in Rustic County, Maine. Gave me some cases a couple of years ago. I did have to pay for the powder. This powder I'm using on this today is IMR 4227. But if you want to talk about loading, and this will be accurate. There's not even a doubt in my mind that these aren't going to be an accurate bullet. Because I've already shot enough of other things that are unbelievably accurate. What I do is any head that I get disformed from any process, I throw it out. I throw it back in the remelt, and then it will get melted down and turned back into another bullet on another day. I got to move these greasy things out of the way. So I think that about covers it. I think, not sure. This is the gun that I use at the shooting range just for fun. I've got some things planned for it. We'll see. Long as the snow will stay down where I can get out to the 200 range area. Got some stuff I want to put out there. Alrighty. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.